Continuing our team coverage tonight of last night's demonstration, we know that former Spokane City Council President Ben Stuckart called on the Spokane community to protest with him, hoping ICE would release 2 detainees.
I didn't think there'd be this big a turnout, but it's good to see because Spokane cares about its neighbors.
That's Stuckart just moments before his arrest last night. KREM 2's chief journalist Amanda Rowley spoke with him today about that arrest. She joins us live now with what he is saying. Amanda?
Yeah, Mark, Spokane's former city council president was released from jail early this morning after organizing an anti-ICE protest. He hoped to leave with the 2 young Venezuelan men detained by ICE. He was sitting in front of what he believes was a Border Patrol van just before his arrest. And he says Spokane police warned him he would be arrested if he and other protesters didn't move. While he was prepared to be arrested, Stuckart hoped for a different outcome.
I was expecting him to release the young gentleman. I know a week ago, a gentleman got detained at that ICE center, and a few people stayed behind and monitored the situation, asked ICE to release him, and they did. So I was hoping that same situation would happen, and within a couple hours, maybe a dozen people would show up and help me, and ICE would say, "You're right, they have a future court hearing, they're doing everything right, there's no reason to send them off for a deportment hearing in Tacoma."
Now, Stuckart acknowledges the demonstration did escalate a few times, but he described it as disciplined and nonviolent rather than strictly peaceful.
All right, Amanda, so you spoke with Stuckart today. You came here to the station. What was his message to the community in light of everything that unfolded after his initial protest?
Yeah, so his goal remains the same from the beginning. He says he has been wanting to stop illegal detainment of members in the community. And we also talked about him being a former elected official as Spokane's former city council president. And he wants to use his privilege as such to protect vulnerable people and draw attention to this cause.
Let's talk a little bit more about the reason he was there in the first place, because he had some sort of connection to at least one of the young men who was detained, correct?
That's right. So Stuckart says that 3 weeks ago, he became the legal guardian of one of the 2 young men detained. He said yesterday was that young man's 21st birthday. And in between those 3, during those 3 weeks, he'd gone in with that young man to do ICE check-ins. He thought that yesterday was just another routine check-in, and it didn't go the way they thought.
All right, Amanda Rowley, thank you very much for your reporting tonight.